Hello and welcome to episode 19 of Matt's Modded Let's Play. Loads of very fun things to be doing today. First things first, we're going to be taking our 3 items here and getting our recipes from our chests as we normally do. So we need the 3 there. Okay, so we know a standard energy collector is here, and to make one we need a diamond block, glass, furnace surrounded by glowstone. However, if you upgrade to the next level, so the Mark II collector, you need an energy collector surrounded by glowstone with the dark matter on top. So these do get exponentially more expensive, however they do allow for more per level. They do add more collecting wise. Now for the same is for the antimatter relay, so we surround it by obsidian as that was the original recipe we used for it. Obsidian, and then if we look at the Mark II, it's the obsidian with the antimatter relay Mark I in the middle with dark matter on top. Now you can upgrade these one step further with red matter. Now we're going to be learning how to make red matter today, slightly later on. So if we add our relay there, there, as you can see it's collecting a damn sight faster now. So as you can see in the other half of the chest here we have some various levels of Kleinstar. So first off, let us combine our 4 Kleinstar dries here, as you can see, to get the next level, which is a veer. As you can see here, so we've already got 4 of these. Now I'm going to be keeping this one, and I've got a use for the other veer that we've got there. So you combine the veers together again. Each can hold just over 3 million EMC each into a Kleinstar sphere. This is the second highest level of Kleinstar. As you can see, it's worth a staggering 6.2 million EMC, just under 6.3 million, which means it will hold about 12.5 when fully charged. As you can see here, 12,800 in total. So we're going to be keeping that on us. So plenty of juice for our Archangel Smite and our Swiftwolf Rendering Gale. Now the Kleinstar Veer here is going to be used here with this particular little ingredient with the diamonds and the bricks there, but first we need to make some red matter. Now red matter is 3 dark matter, so as you can see dark matter is worth 139,000 EMC as we remember, a turneless fuel which is worth a diamond each surrounding the dark matter. So it's a very expensive recipe, gets us our red matter which is worth a whopping 500,000 EMC, give or take. Sounds more dramatic when you say 500,000 as opposed to 466,000. As you can see, we've got our first piece of dark matter. So we place it into the crafting grid, and as you can see, we've learnt the recipe now, so we can make red matter as and when we need it. However, for now, we're just going to create a few tools to help us in some future escapades of some fun designed machines and a few other things that we're going to be building. So we've placed 2 obsidian, surround it in a sort of pointy direction as such, with a diamond at the bottom and a piece of red matter in the middle. We get what's known as a mercurial eye. Now the mercurial eye can take EMC, it's an equivalent exchange item, and it produces blocks, so it pulls blocks out of EMC. So you put a charged Kleinstar into it, and it pulls the EMC value out of the Kleinstar to make the block that you want. And you can have there's various different modes, and as you can see here, if you hit C while holding it in your hand, you can open up this little thing here. So if we put that Kleinstar in, we've got so much. So if you say like we put a piece of cobblestone in, it's targeting that, which is only worth 1 EMC, so I can make, what, just over 3 million blocks of cobble. So if we put it here, and I believe hold M and right click. As you can see, it's not doing anything yet, but you can hear the noise in the background. Here we go. So use G, sorry, for say like creation mode, transmutation mode, pillar extension mode. So if we do transmutation mode, as you can see here, it's done exactly the same job. However, as you look into here, it's not taken any of it out, because it's taken the material that we need there, which is dirt, which is worth 1 EMC, and 1 EMC, so it's a direct swap. But if we were to do it with something that was costing more value, it would take it out of it. So we shall keep the material because it's very useful for building buildings and structures and stuff very quickly. Something very useful for later on. I'm just going to quickly throw that into there. Now the next thing we need is, as much fun as these tools are, they don't provide much protection when it comes to the lap pack. It doesn't provide much armor. So what we need to do is we need to upgrade our tools. So go to an exchange again, come to our raid here with a nice collection of multi-tiered tools. The first one here is a dark matter pickaxe. Now a dark matter pickaxe doesn't have any durability. It has a charge level, and as you can see, it's very quick for mining, and it does have charge levels, and we'll be getting into them later on. However, I'm not going to be sticking with the dark matter pickaxe for very long, because I want to upgrade it almost straight away. Now again, we have here a dark matter shovel, which is another upgraded version of normal shovel. You've got extension mode, you can take out huge swabs of land with a single click. Various other bits like that. And a new one, the dark matter hammer. Now I've not used dark matter hammer too much, I will admit. However, there is, I believe it's sort of a mixture between a sort of like a weapon and a tool, sort of combined into one. However, the next step we need, and we are going to be using equivalent exchange for this particular section. You see here we've got 12 million EMC. So we're going to need a significant amount of red matter. As you can see, we've nearly drained our Klein star doing this. So while we're mucking around with this, we'll put our Klein star back in there just to charge it a little bit. Okay, so for each of these tools, as you can see here, they are used in a very similar recipe to get the red matter equivalent. So this is, so the dark matter is the tier 1 tool for equivalent exchange. Now these are the tier 2 tools. So if we place that in the middle, we then add that on there, a piece of dark matter at the bottom, the handle, we get the red matter pickaxe. Now the red matter pickaxe is pretty much incredible. It can mine out very quickly. It's got, think of like the destruction catalyst that we've got, can blast through things very quickly. Now there is an upgraded version of this that we are going to be making hopefully very soon. As you can see here, it's standard tool shapes to get the red matter shovel and the red matter hammer. Now all of these are all very well and good, and as you can see here, where are we? Here we do have various other tools. So you have a red matter sword, you have red matter axe, shears, even a hoe. So every vanilla tool, barring the hammer, is recreated here. However, there are two more, the red guitar and the red morning star. Now the red guitar is a mixture of a sword, an axe, the shears and the hoe. combining all those functions into one tool. Massive space saver. And again, none of these use durability, they use EMC from a charged Klein star. So we do, but we're after the red morning star. As you can see here, it requires 6 red matter along with a shovel, the hammer and the pickaxe. So let us do this, do this, do this, do that, and do that, and we get the red morning star instead of our... Now the red morning star can mine things very, very quickly. And my oh my, it's already been a full Minecraft day. Oh well, not going to be too fussed about that. So let us take our Klein star out of there. We'll put our Klein star back into there and we'll reload it with that. Because right now we are going to be looking at the best way of demonstrating the red morning star would be to create our own Mistcraft age. As you can see here, I have a descriptive book here. So I need a normal book and we'll take some of that. Okay. So we'll make our linking book, as always, standing in the spot we want to return to make our linking book to the overworld. Now, I spent quite a lot of time going through deleting ages, remaking the ages, deleting the ages, and I was getting pretty fed up with not getting some of the symbols. So I will admit I did cheat to get a notebook. If you use creative mode to get the notebook in, you will get every single one of the symbols that you need for a world. So as you can see here, I just want... Now, as you can see, we don't have anything in our age. So we're going to be calling this age our mining age. Now in our mining age, you see none of the world modifiers are here, which means we have to enter our own symbols, which we can do by right clicking. Now each one of these has a specific amount that if you add too many in, it will create instability and the world will start collapsing around you. So we are going to be placing a single biome, which means you're only allowed to place one biome. Any more and it starts creating corruption, which then starts to eat away at the world, and it basically just is not good. Decay creates, that's the technical word for it there, decay. So let us add a plains biome. So we're going to have a massive plains lighting. So I think we'll go for a nice bright age. We'll come back to the sky. Terrain generation. I'm not going to need any of them for this particular age. As you can see, we've got flat, standard, void. Stick with standard. Now time. I think we're going to stick with eternal day, so we don't have to worry about mobs spawning. As you can see here, we've got eternal storm, eternal snow, eternal rain, no weather and normal weather. I think no weather is a good one for that. Now world modifier. Now you've already seen the Skylands one. I've had a few problems with that over the course of the thing, where it's basically like the maps you've seen. So Skyblock, a couple of X's maps, a few other things like that, and it basically creates floating islands. However, these two, charged and dense doors. Charged one, I believe, creates charged creepers and other things. I'm not 100% sure. I've not played too much around with that. And how dense ores creates much, as the name implies, denser concentration of ore veins. Now, these particular ones do stack, and there are a few that do. Now, however, for every dense ore, it does create more and more corruption. So as much as we'll be able to be here, we can't stay around in here for too long. So we're going to add quite a few dense ores, and this is going to crash probably. Minecraft me attempting to go here later on. And then if we go back up to sky, we'll just stick with colorized fog. I think we'll go for blue sky, black sky, blue sky, blue sky, and then add blue sky in with normal sunset colors. As you can see here, we've just written our very first age. So, as always with Minecraft, as I have had basically this almost completely corrupted my game, or this save in particular, a little while ago when I tried to make a new world with a few things, completely got me stuck. So I will be back once I've got into the new world and it's loaded enough so I don't get too much lag. As you can see, I'm back. Nice little beautiful world. So let us start mucking around with our red morning star. As you can see, you right click after charging and you can clear out big squares. As you can see here, I've already got large amounts of material, so as you can see, mining with this does take quite a lot of your equipment out. However, for now, I think I'm going to place a lot of stuff in there. I'm going to place my blue bag there. Place everything I mine straight into it. Now if you right click on an ore vein, as you can see there, that was all iron. See, tin, iron, copper. So copper, copper, tin and tin. And you can just keep going down to make massive holes. You can see there, iron, tin, all the various sorts. Unfortunately, half of these aren't going to work because they are different varying degrees of the copper ore and everything based on the different mods I've got installed. Because I don't think Minecraft follows the config files for the mods, because I've got it set up so it only uses red power ores and stuff, but I think we're using all of them. Okay, so putting it onto the maximum level. As you can see here, we're making nicely big holes. Ah, here we go. As you can see here, look at all that gold. See, this is a good example here. All the ores and everything we can get. Now there is a way, and we are going to be doing it later on, of making sure we can get all of this back in a very good and compact way. So let us get the gold. Let's have a look. What Y level are we at? 32, so we're still a little bit too high for diamond. So right, as you can see there, I am very quickly filling up with all these various ores. So you've got 2.5 stacks of gold already. God knows how much iron, tin, copper, silver. As you can see here, we have diamond. So let's just do all the diamond that we can see. Whoa, ground collapsed in there. We can see here. As you can see here, I've just got nearly 2.5 stacks of diamonds. Now, some people make all this stupidly overpowered, and I do have to say I do agree with them. However, if it's in the game, as much as I do have to agree that it is miles overpowered. If it's in the game and they're letting us use it, I'm not 100% sure what too much of the problem is, because I mean, if they're letting us use it, starting to get quite full now. Alright, so we'll put last little bit of gold, last little bit of diamond. As you can see, you can spend pretty much just hours here just mining, getting everything sorted. I mean, I came down one hole, and you can come down this multiple times just to get everything in. Now eventually this world will succumb under its own weight and will just disappear. However, it doesn't look like for now, immediate area at least, there's too much corruption. But I might come back here off camera between this episode and next episode, hang out here for a little while and just see whether or not any corruption actually does form. So we need now to get our linking book to the overworld along with link book stand just here. So we right click on the book, click again, and we head back. And as you can see, right back where we started, and I shall be putting this one on a stand. Putting this back there. Now let us probably start to overload our existing system. For now, I will just put in the stuff that I know is going to work. Right. Right. Stuff that is going to work. Everything else I shall leave for now, and I shall sort out off camera. I'll also leave all of the I'll also leave all the stone and everything there as well. As you can see, we already are creating one hell of a backlog. We've got to. So that is what that's pretty much what the red morning star does. Absolutely brilliant mining tool when it comes to strip mining out worlds, especially dense ore worlds when it comes to this kind of a mod. As you can see, we no longer have any use for our lap pack, so adding a bit more armor in. Keep the lap pack on just in case we ever need any of our other little tools here. Apart from that, I do believe we now have our next newest tool. So now, I believe it's time to head back to some of our Thorncraft stuff while this system gets nicely overloaded. Okay, so you've got mass amounts of diamonds, still got mass amounts of everything else. So we should, hopefully, once all that's finished, you can see here I've had my mass fabricator running pretty much non-stop. I've got 21 UU matter, or UU matter, or UU matter, or whatever anyone wants to call it. Joys of a game like this is everyone has their own ways of saying various modded things. Okay, so we're going to be doing some Thorncraft stuff. Now, I've not touched much of our Thorncraft room. However, as you can see here, we have got a nice amount of recipes. So we need to place, I believe it's 2 compasses, 2 gold and 2 Vis crystals. Or do these need to be made in a thingy bobby? I think these need to be made here. Yes, they do. Okay, so as you can see here, we've made what's known as a Vis detector. See here, selected 300 and blah 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 Vis. As you can see, we've got 2 of these. Now they don't stack. However, if we put blah 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 and then we put the tainted crystals as opposed to the non-tainted crystals, or to the normal crystals, we get what's known as a taint detector. And as you can see here, we've got a significant amount of taint, unfortunately, building up in our system. So as you can see here, we've got taint and Vis. Now, if we come back and we add 1 of each of these crystals, now I do believe these are I'm not 100% sure how these work. So if you give me 2 minutes, I just want to go have a quick look up and I'll be back so we can see how these things work. And we're back. Just had a quick look up and I do need to make this in here as well. So we place a Vis and a taint detector. You place 1 of each of these crystals in it. Wait for 50 Vis, which is a pretty low cost. We get a thermometer. So we do the same again with these. And while it's doing that, you can see in the bottom right hand corner we've got the Vis and the taint levels for the area. If we right click, you can see what is in each, and as you can see here, 92% taint and only 8% Vis. Very high taint content. However, if we now go away and take our 2 thermometers, which don't stack, combine it with 3 leather here and a piece of gold, which no longer is an issue with mining wise. Combine that, combine that, combine that. We get the goggles of revealing. Now we got the recipe for this quite a while ago. So we place it in our iron helm slot. Very cool, almost steampunky look. As you can see now, we have actual Vis and taint level readings. Sorry about that. In the bottom corner, so V for Vis and T for taint. So as you can see there, our Vis level is almost double, or it's more than double. And as you can see in our bottom corner, we've got the Vis indicators of what's happening up and down. So let us now go and look at some of the monoliths that we have sitting around in the world. Because now we have our goggles of revealing, we can do something that should help increase our knowledge of the lovely and glorious tainted and non-tainted stuff. Now one thing I have noticed is the light in that particular room, the light in the Thorncraft lab, doesn't seem to work too well when it comes to nighttime and daytime, which does kind of miff me off a little bit. All of the work I've done to get it trying to work. Now as you can see here, our the Vis and taint levels and everything change every time. As you can see here, we head into here. As you can see, the taint levels are absolutely through the roof compared to the beast levels. However, if we head, say here, they're more or less even. If we stand next to here, the taint levels are increasing. It's 10% chance it'll increase, 10% chance, and then it fades off. Basically, it shows us that this is a tainted area, but these totems of the dawn are actually working in reducing the taint build-up and slowly slowing its advance. Now, we already have taint in this area, so I'm going to head over to one we found after our misadventure in the nether, to the one over here. So as you can see, the monoliths here. Now, as you can see, strange symbols have now appeared beneath the actual monolith itself. Let's try and land here. Now, if we take off our goggles of revealing, they're no longer there, so we need the goggles of revealing to reveal an ancient puzzle. You can try and figure this out by itself, however, if you put the wrong crystal in, they will explode. So we need 2 purple, so I'm thinking that's these crystals, a yellow and a red. So we place, let's just make sure these are the right ones. Yep. You can see, right click on the holes here, place a red one there, and a yellow one there. And as you can see there, the number in the bottom corner, 21, it's just massive, just increased and, or just added a nice burst of taint into the surrounding area. But as we're on this side, not our home side of it, we're not too fussed. But let's put any taint. Let us head down and see what awaits us inside the monolith. Not much. However, this was not here before. If you look underneath one of these monuments, there is nothing here. However, if you look back now, there will be a tunnel leading all the way down here. As you can see here, we've got some sort of weird, almost end-like effect in this block with 4 bits, but the goggles revealing are not showing anything. Now, what could be in there, or what could be beyond these, or what could these be before, and what do we use to put them in there? Now, as you can see here, we have void chests. Now, void chests are common inside these little monolith things. You can have up to 4 here. We've got 2 here, and we've also got an item on top of that chest. So let us have a look at all these things. Void ingots, disturbing mirror, uncommon, and then strange metals. All good things to be researched to try and get some Eldritch enchanted stuff. Now we can, I want to be that charge down, and we'll be taking this void chest. It's a useful thing to have. Now, as you can see here, we have a weird symbol. Now, these are used when you have more than one chest with those on top. You can actually have them set to different symbols, and you can have it basically like a void. It's basically a way of sharing void interfaces, and you can have multiple pages, and it gets all very complicated. If you set one of the systems, I will definitely show you. It's known as a void interface. She's got the name right for that one. And as you can see, another void chest. Now, for now, it doesn't look like there's anything else we can do in here. So we're going to have to leave up here, come out underneath. It doesn't look like any taint has actually spread. Let us now look underneath, and as you can see now, there's actually something going down underneath the monolith. As you can see here, the taint level is still quite high around the monoliths, which is not really a good thing, but it's the only way to get some of the Eldritch artifacts and get some of the more powerful Thorncraft items later on. So let us head back. this way, and we still have quite a bit of space left in our inventory, so let us see if we... Just notice that's on my bar still. Let's go see if we can find another one, because I think there is one over this way somewhere. I'm trying to remember exactly where and when I've encountered them. See if we can find this one in the next minute or so. As the world loads around us. If we can't, then we shall leave it till next episode. Ah, here we go. Speak of the devil. Okay. So here, there is a darker purple. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this should be a taint crystal. Yes. See there, it's nice and dark, so it's a taint crystal. We also need aqueous crystal, which is blue, fiery crystal, which is red, and an earthen crystal, which is green. Now, I don't think these actually have anything to do with what's actually contained inside. And as you can see here, we've just... There's another one. And sheep are annoying me. As you can see here, our taint levels have just skyrocketed even more. And we've landed. And there are 2 void chests, again with the 4 strange symbols on the walls. So let's just look if there's anything in here. Seed of Darkness. Oh, they're used in some of the more advanced recipes. Loads more of these mechanisms. Some strange metal shards. And another void ingot. And in here, oh, we've got some really rare and uncommon artifacts. Some Eldritch stones, some more disturbing mirrors, some more shards. Oh, and another opalescent eye. Along with a couple more chests. Okay. So we've just raided our second one, and I do believe that our second monolith raiding of the day is a good place to end this episode for today. So this is Matt signing off on episode 19, is it now? Yep, episode 19. God, not a good day today to be thinking. Episode 19 of Matt's Modded Let's Play, and I'll see you all next time.